to the bottom of the bottle. I've been drowning, I've been floating away. Every other dollar that I got in bed, I probably went and took it away. I ain't f***ing okay, I ain't liking it, day. I don't even wanna talk, I'm just smoking my haze. I've been stuck in my ways, I've been stuck in for days. I've been staring at the clock as the radio plays. I'm enslaved. Yeah. Rolling another, I'm stuck in my seat for the whole control of my speech. Yeah, I've been trying to get off this couch for a minute and a whole week. No kidding, I'm skinny, I cannot eat. Got a million that depend on me. Yeah, every friend in my family, from a girl, every fan I meet myself. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts, like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, stop. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not game. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never be hate. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you. Slave for you. Ripping harder, more less. Never stop, no rest. Till the stress is breath in my chest. Till it's diamonds wrapping my neck. Progress to a god from a god. Mess, hopeless, more tests. More blessed. Dug deep down, trying to find my best. Find a beast, had to kill a conquest. I'm next. I'm too on till I'm too off. Come down, make new thoughts. Like jumping off of that rooftop. Oh my devil, when I do not to make moves based on my mood drops. Like who's lost? Like who's lost? It's yo, stop. Steadily killing me, running my brain full of shame. I don't wanna lose it. Full of stage, trying to find my pain. See the sun coming out of that rain. My team really not game. I'ma never slow down. I'ma never be hate. Stuck inside this prison, inside this cage. It's taking over. Yeah, I'm a slave for you.
What is going on, everybody? I don't know what we watched last night. I really don't. Dynamite last night was garbage. It absolutely was garbage. Get Jeff Jarrett the fuck off my TV. I and don't care who that upsets, but please, I don't want to see Jeff Jarrett anymore. I don't want to see him on Dynamite anymore. I used to be a regular who watched this show like religiously every week, all the way up until before Cody left. Since Cody left, this show has been taking a nosedive in a wrong direction. Now, Collision elevated it back up a little bit as far as the AEW brand, but as AEW Dynamite, it's just a fucking snooze fest. But before I get even farther, guys, if you can't donate to the channel, we do have channel memberships. I really would appreciate it. It's only $2.99. That's all. That's all. For 30 days, you get all the emotes and badges just to show your support and love to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Just $2.99. That's all I'm ever going to charge for now, and I'd really appreciate it. It would help me out a lot. It would help YouTube see that more people are contributing and helping this channel grow. But what in the world? Who asked for Jeff Jarrett in 2023? It is the same thing that Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett did in TNA. Am I looking at something different? I don't think I am. And then Tony Khan with this fucking Leatherface. What am I watching? Didn't they get on WWE for doing this with the zombies? Oh, we got the zombie match, man. That was terrible too. I'm not giving him a pass for that whatsoever. That match was garbage. Total garbage. A stupid zombie match. This is why I hate these sponsored matches. And then they go on and do whatever Bray Wyatt and LA Knight did, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black, which really wasn't a Pitch Black match. We saw everything. So, and then Tony Khan does Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I'm just like, oh God. Can you see why Cody left? I mean, it's completely apparent. And then you got people like, Cody, can I ask you a question, Cody? You got Denise going, oh my God, this is so great. That is a problem with most of the community, is you fucking take everything. No matter what he gives you, you're just going to be like, yep, this is 100%. This is amazing. I love everything about this. Come on. Just because you may disagree with somebody does not mean you still won't get that interview. You got to... Do you know why more people go to JD than you? Because he's fucking honest. He will tell the fucking truth. You, Denise, and others like you are the reason why you may only have 100 to 200 people in your chat versus the audience you could have had if you actually grow a pair and actually tell the truth of how you feel. You can't tell me for 1 second that you're sitting back there enjoying what you're seeing. Tony Schiavone himself, I could tell by listening, because I listen with both ears. I'm not there looking for a reason. I'm actually listening, and he was struggling to put the shit over. He really was. I mean, you could tell when Tony's really excited about something, but you know for a shout of a doubt, he thought that was trash. Is he going to publicly come out and say it? No, he can't. You know, he's one of Tony's right-hand man, so he's not going to put that down. But you could tell just by his mannerisms and also in the way he carried and projected his voice, he didn't seem too happy to see that either. And I'm just sitting there like, what the hell is this? And it was Jeff Jarrett's idea. And you think he's going to help AEW? No. I was thinking maybe two. Okay, maybe since All In is next week, Dynamite might actually do their part and give us some more matches. Did they do that? No, considering how many fans are unhappy. Did Tony Khan reveal more matches on the card? No. Then you got people be like, oh, it'll probably be on Collision. Who's to say that it will? You got people in the community saying, oh, it's a great idea. Don't give the whole card away. Just go in there and just let everyone be surprised. But wouldn't you, if you're spending all that money, especially a lot of people that are flying from the United States to London to see this, give them a reason to feel safe and secure? And not just be on the fact that, oh, everybody's going to love the scenery. Everyone's going to just enjoy this so much. They're going to forget if the show's good. They're going to forget if the show's trash. Tony, you can't just hang your hat on that. You can't just hang your hat on the money. I thought it wasn't just about the money, Tony. I thought you actually wanted to be an alternative to WWE, and actually, you're doing the complete opposite. You're following in Vince's footsteps. I would play the song Footsteps, but it would get copyrighted, so I'm not going to do that. But you're doing it. You really are. And then you're like, oh, we're not going to do any of those sponsored matches. We're not WWE. Last night you do it. You will do anything to keep your wallet getting full. Whatever it takes. Even if it's CM Punk's causing all this fucking drama backstage. You're going to do whatever it takes to keep that wallet going. You're not even going to listen to anybody else. And you are lucky, Tony Khan. You are lucky that you got the Elite to all resign. Because if you didn't, there would have been a storm or something, because a lot of people would have went to WWE. You're also very lucky that Vince McMahon returned, because if that was solely Triple H, still to this day, a lot of them would have gave him a shot and said, okay, well, Hunter's done all these good things. Let's see what he has for us. Tony's not really doing anything with us, so we're going to go over there, make even more money, and might actually get used. And to put Jeff Hardy in that situation is the most dumbest, stupid thing you can fucking do. I mean, come on, the man just got back from injury. And then you're going to say, oh, it's okay, Jeff Hardy. Go in a Texas death match and get hurt again. You're lucky you didn't. You are absolutely lucky that he didn't. What would you have done if Jeff Hardy would have re-injured himself again? That would have made you look like more of a dumbass for putting your wrestlers in harm's way. I mean, you clearly don't give a fuck about their safety. All this, you got to come to them come to you for approval about a spot in a match. That's just bullshit. Come on, I know that's just what you want people to think, and then when they come to you, you're just like, okay, pal, yeah, go ahead and do it. That's gonna be awesome. Yes, please. That spot's gonna kill. Approved. Before they probably even finish the idea. So come on. I don't know what's wrong. Why he won't just hire some more people, help him out, let him handle the business side. Tony just wants to be everything. And that's the problem. That's why you lost such a big star like Cody Rhodes, because he saw that you wanted to do everything. When you hired him to give you a helping hand. And because you went back on your promise with that, Cody went to WWE. Who's to say no one else would do that? So you could throw all your money around, but eventually your luck's going to run out. Because eventually some people are going to get tired of it just being about the money. There are a lot of women and a lot of men that do this for more than just money. It is something that they enjoy. It's their passion. It's their love. And you're taking them for granted. You're taking us for granted. I'm a big-time WWE guy, and I'm giving you another shot by watching your television show, and I go on and see that bullshit, and I'm just like, I don't know why I even turned this on. This is worse than Raw. And that's pretty bad. That is pretty bad, my friend, if your show is worse than Raw. Because Raw hasn't been on a winning streak on a consistent basis in years. You had one job to do, Tony. One. One simple task. All you had to do was look at what WWE is doing and do the opposite. That's it. That's all you had to do, and maybe your ratings would be even higher because you actually did something that TNA didn't do. What was the one thing they always did wrong? They would copy WWE every single way that they could. And now you're falling into that trap. WWE's not going to give a shit if you're doing it. They'll just be like, oh, here's another company trying to be just like us. They're eventually going to fail. And that's no one to blame, Tony, but yourself. You do not have to keep being like Vince. You don't. You could be somebody different and be like, you know what? I'm actually going to listen to the fans. I'm actually going to listen to the wrestlers. But I am going to be stern and tell them, hey, this is how it's going to go. It's either my way, you get in there and do what I pay you to do, and that's it. Why is that so hard for you to fucking do? I mean, why do we, watching at home, have to tell you how to do your fucking job? It shouldn't be that way. None of us should be telling you how to run the company. And if you can't handle it, you gotta fucking hire people that will do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You gotta hire a staff that you can trust to be able to give you the tools to be successful and creative. Stop relying on the wrestlers to give you input. It shouldn't be about them telling you what to do. You should be telling them what to do if you're going to have a position saying you're head of creative. It's just that simple. But if you're going to keep failing and keep being hard-headed and just not accepting anybody, you're just like Vince McMahon. You are no different. You're just younger. You look a little cooler. That's it. You have the business mind of Vince, and you're starting to treat your talent like Vince, and you're also doing creative like Vince. And that's all you had to do, all you had to do was just fucking do the opposite of what they were doing. Maybe you should start watching Raw. Maybe you should start watching SmackDown and actually take notes of everything that they did and then take a look at what you have coming up, put them together, and just do the opposite. If that's even too much work for you, you need about three or four more people that can make it a little less and a little easier for you to present it to everybody else. It's just that simple. It really is. But no, Tony's going to continue to put garbage after garbage after garbage like this. And you got over 80,000 people at Wembley. I don't expect to be wowed. I really don't. I love Adam Cole. I love MJF, but we've seen it already. There is nothing new on that show that's going to really get me excited to buy it, which I'm not. I'm not going to. So, I'm sorry, Tony, but you had several chances to do it the right way. You failed to do it the right way. So, I'm not going to support that. I'll just wait for somebody to do a review, because why am I going to go out there and watch All In? I might check it out for a couple minutes, but that's about it. You really have done nothing to get anybody excited about this fucking show that you're calling a WrestleMania. I mean, good God. 80,000 people. WWE even would at least have their fucking card done before the show started. And you give people 4 matches. 4. And the people flying there going to see this shit are probably thinking to themselves, I don't know what I'm in for. I know a couple ideas that Tony has going, but man, if I'm going to go all the way here and he fucks it up, it's going to be a waste of fucking money, and I'm going to want my money back. And do you think he's going to refund anybody if this show fails? Probably not. I doubt it. So I'm just so frustrated. I really, really am. It's not often I come on here and talk about fucking AEW, but what I saw last night was trash. Absolute trash. And every fucking show is Orange Cassidy, Orange Cassidy, Orange Cassidy. Aren't you fucking going to find somebody else? Really. Do you have to start every fucking show with this guy? Because we all know what the result is. He's going to win. He's going to fucking win. We all know what the result is. And it's just getting so tiresome. It's so boring. It's like, at least with WWE, I could put it on as background noise. I don't even want to do that. I'm just like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Really, it's garbage. I'm sorry, Tony, you got nothing going on to where I'm going to sink my teeth into. I'm not. It is just flat out garbage. Oh, we're not going to do a sponsored match. Like I said earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not going to do a sponsored match. You know you are. You know you want to get that wallet as full as possible just to gloat in front of everybody. Oh, we got a $10 million gate. That just sounded like the old man. That's just sounding like him. All Vince cares about right now, since with the merger, is records, money, records, money. And you're going to do the same thing. You really don't have anybody to break any kind of records, really. But as far as the money is, you're going to gloat about all that. But, Tony, what's the underlying need? How much did you lose, Tony? You may have got a $10 million gate and made all this money for All In. But how much did you spend on expenses? How much did you spend on expenses towards that $10 million? You can't tell me you gained all the $10 million and there's nothing spent for the show. Y'all haven't been around long enough for that. So I'm just saying, you had to spend some money to get a big show like this. So I already know he's going to go on Twitter and be like, we got a $10 million gate. All In was sold out. We had all this. We had all that. But he's not going to tell you anything else. But man, oh man, was that fucking garbage last night or what? Jesus Christ. That was one of the worst Dynamites I have ever seen. And that is not putting it lightly. Complete trash. I even put it in a title. Dynamite was trash. Oh man, but there are some good things. I'm not here to look for the positives. I'm not. That is the problem. Too many people are trying so hard to find positives. The more you do that, the more Tony's going to think, oh, no matter what I do, there's always going to be someone out there trying to find something good, so I don't need to change anything. That's what we're trying to get at. Those of us who just tell you the honest truth. It sucks. It's garbage. Stop supporting garbage. Please. Use your intelligence, use your brain, and stop supporting this trash. Don't call it good if it's not. That's what I mean by don't support trash. Hey, Greg and John, how you doing, buddy? But don't call it good if it sucks. Don't be a Denise. Denise just, well, I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with her? Is she like so worried she's not going to get an interview that she's got to call the worst thing in the world? Oh, it was just fucking amazing. I mean, who cares if you got to say something negative? It doesn't mean you're a hater, but it just means you got to stick so far up your ass. You got to be so positive about everything. You think Tony's going to change when so many people are like, oh, this is great. Oh, he could do no wrong. Support it. It was so cheesy trash. Yeah, see? There are smart people in the world. Thank God for that. But a lot of us should not have to be telling this man. He is put himself in that position to run everything. He should know what he's doing, and he clearly is not. I'm sorry. He clearly is not. I would almost say brain dead when it comes to creative. He really, really is. And he goes to the wrestlers. Those are the worst people that you want to go to because they're going to do whatever they can in their power to get over. And they see you're a pushover, and they're going to be like, yep, no matter what I say, he's going to give me what I want. But Tony, you keep digging yourself into this hole. You're never going to get out of it. I was a manager once before, and I'm telling you, if you do happen to listen to this, Tony, I'm telling you from personal experience. If you are too nice to people, if you try too hard to be a friend, you will always be the one fired. Do you know why? Do you know why, Tony? Because people above you are going to put the blame on you. Too much he's doing. Who would you hire to booker? Eh, I don't know at this point, man, but Tony needs some help. Like actual writers, not fucking wrestlers. That is the biggest problem. He does not need wrestlers running this fucking show. Because the more he does this, it's going to be WCW, it's going to be TNA Impact, all over again. I mean, just look at Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett. The same fucking storylines they're doing right now that they did fucking 20 years ago. All they got to do is throw in Sting. And you got the way it ended. Who's to say Tony Khan won't fucking do that? Oh, we're rehashing old WWE stuff, so let's do TNA Impact next. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. But I'm telling you, from personal experience, Tony, I know you want to be the friend. I know you want to be Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. Cool. I made that mistake my first couple of years. And then when I would actually go to try to tell somebody to do something, they would get mad at me every single time because they're like, oh, well, I thought you were my friend. Why do I have to go do that job? It's the same thing in real life. You made the biggest mistake not coming out, telling everybody how it's going to be from the beginning. Now you're going to get to a point to where you may not be able to. You may not be able to. You may have to call in somebody else to do it for you. And that's the sad thing. You're supposed to be the head of the AEW. And you're going to eventually need some help to do your job. You will. It's showing. Everybody watching can see it. Everybody's already talking about it. We're telling you what you should do, what you shouldn't do. What you think of Vince Russo. He's good, man, but it's way past his time. Plus, he's doing good on his YouTube. I don't think he has any interest to doing any of that again. He's said it several times that he doesn't want to do it. He's enjoying retirement, as he should. He put a lot of years into this business. He should be able to get some rest and enjoy his life, much like everybody around his age that paved the way for everybody else. And one last thing before I get out of here. I do remember one thing that Tony said. If you guys think about this, when AEW first started, Tony Khan said, all I have to do is wait out Vince McMahon. Really? That's all you have to do. Tony, do you not know how stubborn that man is? Do you not know he could be around another 10 fucking years? Who the fuck knows? That man is not going anywhere until he is no longer with us. He will be in WWE at 90 fucking years old. And you're saying you're going to just have to wait for him? Tony, you could have, by that time, you could have made so many mistakes there may not be an AEW. So you're getting way too far ahead of yourself. You need to focus on right now before you focus on if you could wait out Vince McMahon. Because let me tell you, that is a petty motherfucker, and he will stay in that position as long as he fucking has to, just to piss you off. I'm just saying. I'm going to say it. Just like that. So anyways, guys, I don't want to talk too much more about it. It was trash. I didn't like it. Terrible episode. I'm sure you guys watching at home didn't like it either. So if you guys can, if you can't do the channel memberships for the $2.99, if you can't donate to the channel, that's perfectly fine. There is 2 free options that you can do. You can hit the thumbs up. That doesn't cost you anything. You can subscribe. That doesn't cost you anything. So there's several ways you can support the show. I'd really, really appreciate it. But I'm gonna get out of here. I normally I have my little routine, but when I get home before I do all this stuff. But I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys the way I actually felt about this, and it was garbage. It really was. But I love you all. I hope you all had a very, very happy Thursday and enjoyed this YouTube exclusive. Remember to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. It helps out so much, guys. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Until next time, take care.